The new arc for Dragon Ball Super Space Survival Guide is actually about the new multiverse tournament between all 12 universes in the multiverse. It will feature 10 fighters from every universe, which means 120 total fighters in an all-out war to see who is the strongest in the multiverse. Translated by Herms98 on Twitter, at Goku's request, the Omni King's Tournament of Power martial arts tournament between the universes now begins, but this also proves to be the beginning of universal destruction. What awaits the victors of this tournament and the vanquished? How will these intense team battles between the elites of each universes turn out? There's some really interesting text in that translation, first being, it proves to be the beginning of universal destruction. Does that mean that any universe that loses in this tournament will be destroyed by the Omni King? I don't know. It also says, what awaits the victors of this tournament and the vanquished, ... question mark, exclamation point. Does that mean if you lose in the Universal Tournament, you're erased, you're gone, the Omni King will kill you? I mean, this is really, really interesting. Sometimes the text we get from these translations kind of throw us off, but that kind of could be an inclination that if you lose in this multiverse tournament, you're done for. Now, I don't know why Zeno would just erase you if you lose, but then again, it is called the Space Survival Guide, which does make sense that they're trying to survive being destroyed, and that's why they have to fight in this tournament. Could it have something to do with there being 2 Omni Kings now? That's something we'll just have to find out. So like last tournament, which had 5 fighters from each side, now we have 10 fighters, 10 new warriors from every universe, the strongest 10 in every single universe. And this is going to get really, really interesting. I mean, we're going to see all sorts of battles, all sorts of new elites that, really challenge the Z fighters. All sorts of new super powerful enemies, which I'm really excited about, and probably even a bunch of new friendly characters, which I'm sure Goku will undoubtedly befriend, and endless possibilities in terms of what we could see. I mean, they could potentially bring in the villains from the movies. Could we see Broly? It's possible. I'd say it's highly unlikely, maybe a 1% chance, but I don't want to say it's impossible because you never know. Broly is a fan favorite. He could be in Universe 6. So it is possible, but highly unlikely. But what I can say for sure is if you thought Hit was strong, just wait until we see the rest of the universes in action and see the kind of elites that they have. I mean, Hit may be nothing compared to what we're about to see in this new arc. So I did a video on the new Multiverse Tournament, I guess a few months ago, and I went really in depth with a wild theory about how I thought it was going to go down. I'm going to kind of summarize that here, but you can watch the original video by clicking that picture in the bottom right corner. So I have a feeling that Hit and Kaba are basically going to come back and they're going to win the first few matches in this multiverse tournament, and then they're going to fight one of the elite universes. I theorize that there's going to be probably 2 universes which are insanely evil and insanely powerful, and we're going to see Hit, who is a benchmark of strength, get absolutely stomped by some new unknown enemy, and it's going to strike fear into the hearts of Goku, Vegeta, and the rest of the company. Now, I also theorize that in the end, the final fight will be Goku versus this ultimate warrior, and in this fight, Goku would achieve his ultimate form, his final grand ultimate Super Saiyan God mode. Now that we have the picture for the new arc and we can see that Gohan is coming, this even more confirms my theory, because I have a feeling, and I said this, that somebody close to him has to die, and that has to be Gohan. Gohan is gonna have to die at the hands of this new villain, whoever this super ultimate guy is, and that's gonna key Goku into unlocking his ultimate power, his final either Super Saiyan White or Super Saiyan Gold, like this picture I just showed you. That's what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be Vegeta. I think it's going to be Gohan, because Gohan is his son. It's the closest person to him. If anybody is going to unlock his most powerful form through anger, it's going to be the death of Gohan. And then I think Goku's going to win the fight with a multiverse level spirit bomb. He's going to pull energy from all 12 universes in order to destroy this guy. And I mean, how epic would that be? That's like the grand ultimate finish like everybody could only dream of. So let's talk about the new Multiverse Tournament arc. How many fights are we going to see? How are the Z fighters going to compare to all these fighters from different universes. I mean, I can't even believe Master Roshi is going to join them. His power level is like maybe 200 or 300. I guess they just ran out of fighters and they just needed everybody that they could get their hands on. And Yamcha's KO'd from that baseball game, so he probably can't join after getting hit in the back by a baseball from a God of Destruction. So I have a feeling that most of the universes are going to be fairly weak compared to the Z Fighters, because the Z Fighters have been through a lot. They are abnormally strong compared to just about every race you'll see in the universe. But I have a feeling that 2 to 3 of these universes out of the 12 are going to be incredibly strong. I'm thinking one in particular is just going to be absolutely ridiculous, and the Z Fighters are really going to struggle against that one, and they're probably going to just observe that universe or two just completely stomping everybody. Now, hopefully Gohan and Piccolo will get some power-ups. As far as Android 17 and 18, I mean, they're about the strength of a Super Saiyan 1, slightly stronger than that. So, you know, compared to Roshi, I mean, I don't know what Roshi and Tien are going to do. They're just going to get completely crushed probably in the first match. But it's going to be interesting to see what else goes on. It's going to be interesting to see some of the other universes fight each other. Hopefully they really drag out this tournament. I mean, they could make this tournament 200 episodes long if they wanted to. But I have a feeling, just from an animation perspective, just to animate all this stuff, it's going to take them forever. So they're probably going to skip over a lot of fighting or have a lot of fights end in just like one punch, essentially. And what I mean by that is they can't just animate 120 plus battles. It would take them forever. So I can safely assume that they're probably just going to skip over a lot of battles and just show people getting knocked out in a fast succession, essentially. But they're still going to save the key fights and keep those to be a few episodes or longer. So what I'm really curious about is, what do the other Gods of Destruction look like? Do the other Gods of Destruction, are they the same species as Beerus? I'm really curious. Are all the angels, the Whisk-like life forms, are they all similar? That's another thing I'm really curious to see. I want to see their personalities, because personally, I love Beerus's personality. And my final question is, what do you win if you win the Multiversal Tournament? So the Universal Tournament was just, you know, a bet between Beerus and Champa. Now we have the Omni King or Omni Kings involved in this Multiversal Tournament, and from the description that we got, it sounds like they're really just fighting for their life. So I'm curious, as is there a prize for winning? What exactly happens? I can't wait for this arc to start. I am so excited. I don't think I've ever been so excited for Dragon Ball Super, except for the Vegeta episode. So that's it for my video today, guys. I will check you guys tomorrow for a video. I'm going to do a how to animate for beginners tutorial. So if you have any interest in animation, please visit by Mastar Media tomorrow. Check out that video. And I will talk to you guys soon for some more Dragon Ball Super videos.